It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium, Penn State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wisconsin's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're working that left side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Nittany Lions offense will have its first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Reinbold.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Extra grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 72 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hold and fire complete. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting block.
Need to get something together with this possession.
They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And you got to be wondering about the psyche of that cornerback now who just gave up the big play. He's going to be looking for that corner route later in the game. He's got to be careful he doesn't overcommit to the outside, because if he does...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike off. three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. There he goes! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grab near the marker. It's Lawson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are on the move. From the gun, give on the inside. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
The hand to the running back. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about. How about the defense on this play? The quarterback bootlegs to the right. And look at everybody do a great job. They don't get caught up in the run. They all chase sideline to sideline and really limit the damage on what could have been a really big play.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Cano. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Cano. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And the Badgers are rolling down the field. They're going to run it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go right back to it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. pass. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want... the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fighting off the defender.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're going back to the ground. Across the 45. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Cano. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensive...
Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Badgers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The corners are walked up tight. Power football with the run. Sweet cut there. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Unloads quickly. Hard running there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Hicks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Offense gets set for second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
And the Badgers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. You're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he closed that thing just inside the left upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Badgers!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 14 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the ground, it's Moses. Got enough for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Nice job getting to the QB there. And the best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But you think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Gets it out quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 up. The kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to take a shot. Holds it in on the left. Off to the races. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Off play action. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it on the 25. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it from the red zone. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Cano. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Reinbold. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Takes it on the shovel. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your...
There he goes! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. Just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. Then it could take some big shots and man coverage down the field.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the misconnection on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room. It's Moses. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Now the play fake. Touchdown, Penn State! And that one will give them the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCF has just had no answer to the beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 14 to Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Off the play fake on first down. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Badgers are marching down the field. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Running to Green. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. There's the pressure. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Give to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. The Badgers with mere... after that big pickup on 1st down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Motion from the wideout. The receiver on a jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Snap to the back. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Rushes on him. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Got him downfield. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
What a great play by the defense. In a critical down late in the game, 1 possession behind, you needed to come up with that play now to hopefully force a punt and give your offense a chance to go win the game.
Got it in the middle, it's Cano. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Wideout trying to get it in. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Snap it to the back. He's in open space downfield.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Badger!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it. It's Moses. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Penn State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Trying to set up the screen. Fights off a defender. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
The Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense. third down stop. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's loose down the left side. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal.
And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Bringing the heat. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.